It seems like Google is constantly changing the world, and with its new innovations, Google Glass is no different. The product was first teased in 2012, and the internet was in a frenzy to get more details about this exciting new innovation. Finally, on May 15, 2014, Google Glass was released to the general public, and the reviews were on both sides of the spectrum. Some were excited about the product and its many uses, while others were deeply concerned about their privacy being at stake. Wearable technology is becoming a huge trend here in the United States, with many companies like Samsung and Apple entering the arena with their smartwatches and other unreleased products. This isn't the first time we've seen head-mounted displays. The military has been doing research on these devices, and the first head-mounted display was built in 1980 by Steve Mann. While Google Glass is marketed towards the general population as a whole, it is a fairly expensive product with a price tag of $1,500. It is difficult for many students to afford, but someday Google Glass may become subsidized by wireless contracts similar to the setup for smartphones. Our world is becoming an increasingly connected playground, and Google Glass is bringing people together like never before. And while it is most certainly being used to reach its goal, Google Glass has given a rise to a major problem concerning privacy. As stated before, Google Glass's main intention is to connect people with others on a deeper level. This is especially important when it comes to presenting oneself. Google Glass can demonstrate how active and outgoing a person may be and what kind of life they may lead. As more communication takes place online, Google Glass is another tool that can be used to bolster one's image. Google Glass can also take us to new places that many have never seen before. Third places are becoming increasingly popular as more time is being shifted away from face-to-face contact and moved into online discussion. A third place can use Google Glass like a chat room to share what each user sees. Google Glass can take students through different places that are far from their own classroom. In fact, it is already being used to take students on these virtual getaways. A teacher from Grand Rapids, Michigan used Google Glass to take his high school class to Geneva, Switzerland to explore a nuclear research center. One of the most interesting parts about Google Glass is the head-mounted camera, which offers unbelievable point-of-view capabilities. Much like how Oculus Rift can be used in conjunction with drones, Google Glass can use its camera to show users what is being seen by the wearer. However, the camera has come under fire by groups of people who are concerned about their privacy being at stake. Google Glass has similar values to a smartphone in that it collects and processes data that the user inputs into it. However, Google Glass does differ on the type of data it collects. The main privacy issue comes from the mounted camera. Many believe that it can be used to collect data and other valuable information without consent. However, Google Glass is quick to dispel those rumors. Let's first explore the multiple effects this piece of technology can have. Google Glass is mainly designed to bring people together by putting the viewer in the head of the user. However, it is important to explore what else Google Glass can be used for. Google Glass is already being used in the military to keep soldiers up to date with information, and it is also being used to help physical therapy patients become better adapted and to make treatments easier. The uses of Google Glass can benefit some groups more than others. This is especially true when we take a look at economic status of various groups of people. This is an expensive piece of hardware, and it will mostly benefit those who can let go of $1,500 for a product they don't really need. Those from lower economic backgrounds will not be able to utilize Google Glass. This also holds true for school systems who wish to use this product. Google Glass can be used by schools that can afford it, which are usually in better areas, and schools who are not in the best of areas will have a difficult time implementing Google Glass into the classroom. When it comes to moral and ethical consequences, one problem truly breaks through the positive reviews of Google Glass. The issue of privacy is on everyone's mind, especially as more data is being mined by online websites. Google Glass's camera is feared by many because they believe that it can be used to spy on people. So one must ask themselves, are they willing to relinquish some of their privacy and the privacy of others to be able to use Google Glass? Google Glass has a reciprocal relationship with the larger social context. Google Glass is a social tool. It goes hand in hand with other social interactions. Google Glass has a direct correlation when it comes to social media or video chatting software, as it allows for the easy passage of information. As it becomes more commonplace for consumers, the social climate will give rise to new uses for Google Glass. Finally, different groups of people use Google Glass in different ways. The regular consumer will use Google Glass to interact with his friends and family and to record a few videos of his daughter's dance recital. The military can use Google Glass to give its soldiers up-to-date information. A cab driver can use Google Glass for turn-by-turn directions. A concert organizer will use Google Glass headsets to give the live stream viewers at home a point-of-view experience. The uses for Google Glass are endless, and we will see many more uses to come as it becomes more commonplace in our larger social context. Throughout this video, I have brought up the issue of privacy, and now we're going to take a look at a Wall Street Journal video that discusses some of the privacy concerns that many people have.
With all that data you have captured, 8 members of Congress, they are questioning Google CEO Larry Page on privacy safeguards for the company's new Google Glass wearable computing device. Joining me right now is WSJ Corporate Deputy Bureau Chief Spencer Ante, who has a particular focus in technology. What are they really concerned about with this Google Glass technology?
Right. So it's a new technology that hasn't been created before in the consumer world. They have this technology in the military, like heads-up displays have been used, but it's coming out into the wild in the consumer world, and it's about privacy.
Right.
Okay.
Because these glasses can let you take video, they can let you upload that video into the cloud. You can be in a bar, and they're not much bigger than what you're wearing right there.
Yeah, yeah. And so people are wondering, people are concerned in Washington and elsewhere that, you know, when you're allowed to walk around in the world and record everything and photograph everything, what does that mean for privacy in the digital age?